It has been a fat minute since I've last filmed an episode. Also, sorry my voice is gone because I went to Grand Perez. But unfortunately that's the way things go. Literally since I last filmed my episode, I also lost my voice. That was I think my last episode was after DDR and after picnic day. Bruh, it's been 2 months. Like literally exactly 2 months. Oh my. Okay. Um, yeah, so how I've been since episode 8. Very chaotic, very busy. Did not have time to chalant. Did not have the capacity to chalant. But trust, finals are over. I am home. This is the time to chalant right now. Um, but yeah, I wanted to be so back because I do miss my podcast. I do miss yapping, chalanting. Um, and I feel like I have a lot of backed up thoughts. To be honest, I don't think a lot of I had episode ideas from May and April when I wasn't filming, but I honestly think that might be from the past, so might stay in the past just because it's like not on top of mind. So I'll stick with what's up here right now. Let's start with how I've been. At least the past couple days have been not too bad. I got home from school on Thursday, so like 3 days ago, and it's been okay. Good to chillax and not have homework. That's good, and seeing my friends and just getting some lounge time. Unfortunately, I had to get a vaccine, and I have this giant like painful patch on my arm. But I honestly beasted that vaccine better than like my blood draws. Like honestly, it was light work compared to blood draws, and compared to getting surgery. So progress. Did not cry at the CVS. Let's go. Also, I've been very blessed with Good Eats. Thank you to my dad for sponsoring the Good Eats. I had my surgery appointment, like my 6-month check-in, and I'm basically good. Well, okay, I mean, like, I can't run or jump still, but I mean, I'm kind of clear to do other things, and that's really exciting. So that's good news. Unfortunately, I've been having really bad neck and back pain though. Not great. And also, I'm just kind of like recovering still from the Grand Press concert, which was on Wednesday, because lost my voice, as you can tell, was hella screaming. Also, we stood for like 7 hours. So my legs are in pain and they're still kind of recovering. But honestly, I've been okay so far, which is good. Having time to like recover and heal from the past quarter. And I'm actually about to be thrown back into busyness, unfortunately, after this. So literally on my birthday on June 16th, I'm going to my fellowship internship training in Berkeley, and that's going to be like all week. And then right after that, I'm going back to Davis and then starting my internship stuff. I will say I'm really excited though. I'm really excited to meet people at my internship slash fellowship. And I'm also really excited to get started with that work. I don't think it will be like super like slamming pressure terrible, so I think it'll be a good learning experience. I forgot if I mentioned it in the last episode, but I'm going to be a fellow for Seeding Change. It's like Asian American Organizing Activism, and I'm working with AALN, Asian American Liberation Network, and SAC, so I'm really hyped for that. But that's how I've been recently. Drink of the episode. Okay, this is crazy. I have a whole coconut because my mom went to Costco and they have like young coconut you could just drink from. And I'm like, hello? Like Singapore dupe? So the drink of the episode is literally like coconut water from a coconut, which is honestly super cool. If you know me, you know I'm a big coconut fan, coconut fiend. So this is quite a glorious day for me. Song of the episode. Okay, there's a song that I've been absolutely obsessed with the past week called Where the Sunlight Glows. It's 88 Rising and then Young Kai and then Sunkiss. I just started listening to Sunkiss actually recently because of one of my friends. Love the vibe. Such a cute song. I love it. It's so like wholesome. Very like summer sunset vibes. So really liking that song recently. I mean, I went to Grand Perez. Like, hello. Like, life goal achieved. Like, it was amazing. Like, oh my, like, his vocals are so good. And unfortunately, it was really hot and crowded in the Sacramento Ace of Spades. But he put on a show. Music was amazing. Seeing him sing live, I was like, wow, like he's here. Also, Rocco was there. Oh my god, 2 shows in one. It was amazing. Um, yeah, magical night, magical night. Would recommend. So that was good. Honestly, my vision for this episode was just kind of like a life up. Oh my god, I sound like an influencer. Life update, like bruh, like okay, life update. But then I also want to just like talk about some things that have been on my mind, like kind of in the end of the year sort of reflection, or like end of quarter reflection, end of second year reflection, as well as like my birthday's coming up soon, so like maybe my thoughts on that, and then more about my summer and just like random updates. But I've been sleeping on my freaking Q&A for months, and I feel so bad because people literally ask questions and I'm like, your questions are unanswered. I mean, I don't think people care, but like I will answer the questions. Don't worry. Questions will be answered. Trust. So believe. They will be answered at the end of the video. My entire clip deleted itself. So I guess I just have to reenact the last 8 minutes. Hello. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll probably just keep it shorter. But basically what I wanted to talk about was like my spring quarter was like super packed, super busy, just like there's just so much going on spring quarter. Like, as you guys who are in the quarter system know, like everything happened spring quarter, like all the events, all the fun stuff. And I have not lived, like I've lived so many lives just like in May as a month. Oh my god, like so many things happened. And the way I put it was like I was life maxing. Like I just did so, like let me even try to list. Okay, I went to like Cherry Blossom Festival, went to like No Instruments Attached, went to the Whole Earth Festival, sleepover, and then I went to the Feminist Film Festival, and then I went to a like Lynn Lapid concert in SF. I went to New York to see my sister graduate, which was really cool and awesome. Go Michaela. But I also got sick, and then I also like went on a Tahoe trip for Memorial Day weekend. Like all this stuff was just going on. And obviously I'm very blessed, very privileged. Like I'm not like complaining about like all this. Like I am very grateful to have those opportunities, and like I was able to have like a lot of fun and like life max, right? But it also made me think about like, bro, like my body was like, you cannot do this anymore. Like this is not sustainable. Like I felt so dysregulated, especially like traveling so much. It's like going to New York and then coming back. Like I left Wednesday night, came back Saturday night, and it's like in the middle of week 7. Hello. So I was like, my body was like, oh, and I literally got sick. So it's like I could tell that I was very dysregulated. And about like being dysregulated, that's kind of something I wanted to bring up too, because for my Chiconic Studies health class, Chai 21, I had to do a presentation about the endocrine system. And that was like super interesting because I just didn't know that much about it. But it was basically about like your body and how it adjusts to your environment, how it regulates your cycles, things like sleep and sunlight, and then also like social connection, like being really important for health. So kind of what the chapter was talking about was like, okay, in cities there's like noise pollution, light pollution, lack of sleep, lack of connection, isolation, like that's really detrimental to your health. And even though those things are obvious, like okay, like sleep and go outside and like meet with people, like the reality is like, especially in college, those things are so like people are so deprived of those things. People are so deprived of sleep, they're so deprived of sunlight, they're so deprived of social connection. Like your body's constantly dysregulated. Like you're always on like Celsius or caffeine. Like I'm always on my matchas, right? And it's like, of course our bodies feel like thrown out of whack. Like we are naturally responding to like being so unbalanced and like feeling disconnected from other people and from our earth and from our environment. And I was also thinking about like as like an Asian American, or like if you're not indigenous, right? It's like you're not even from your original lands, so you feel like disconnected from that. And the chapter talks about like indigenous communities were like stripped from their lands and their language and culture. Obviously that's going to impact their health, but having that connection is like important for oxytocin production, which is like important in relationship building and social connections. And that like blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, that's so interesting. I never thought about it that way. And it sounds really stupid because like people are like, oh wait, no way, when you go outside and drink water and sleep, like you feel better, like whoa. But like, yeah, like maybe we all feel so bad and we're all suffering in college because our bodies are so stressed and dysregulated all the time, and we never catch a break, especially with the freaking quarter system. So that was a really good thought that I had. Sorry, that sounds so stupid. That was like, I feel like something that was good to think about. And like kind of like prioritized in my mind. And definitely like sleep, sunlight, all those things have been like just so much more relevant to me because now I'm like aware of just like how detrimental it is to not have it. And I'm like, wow, it makes so much sense that I feel like this, you know? Coconut break. Um, I also want to talk a little bit more about like the life maxing thing that I mentioned. Basically, like, I think I talked about this in my previous episode, but like in fall, before I was getting my surgery, I wanted to like maximize everything. And I realized that was harmful because I was really burned out, really tired. Like, I couldn't even enjoy what I was life maxing, right? And then winter quarter, after I got my surgery, I was very like relaxed, take things easy, right? Like, trying my best to just recover. But I think with spring, it was kind of almost the same mindset where I was like, oh, I need to make up for all this stuff and like do everything, do everything. And it was hard because, right, like I'm still like, it's still post surgery. I'm still like recovering somewhat. Like, I still don't have the full energy capacity I did beforehand. So it was a lot. And the hard thing is that I still stand by life maxing. That sounds so stupid. Like, I just want my college experience to like take advantage of every opportunity, but also I had to like realize like I need my rest. And like it was really taking a toll on me. Like, I literally got sick and I had to like take a lot of time for myself, like self-care, get extensions. Like, I think the reality is I can't like necessarily college max without like having that rest time. And honestly, I need to bring back my high school rest routines. Like, those are really helpful and I think it would be good to like kind of keep me in check. But also prioritize things like sleeping and stuff cuz like bruh, oh my god, like I had to be like super locked into during May because I had all that stuff going on because like school was ramping up, but I basically was like would go to campus really early like 7 or 8 a.m. and then I would like stay on campus, go home, and then come back from like 7 to 10 p.m. Obviously, that impacted my sleep, right? So, yeah, that was another part of it. Just like always locking in, always like doing homework. I was just really, really tired. Um, but yeah, lots of thoughts from spring quarter. I think the other thing I wanted to talk about was like maybe some lessons or like things that I kind of picked up or learned from the past quarter. Um, I mean, I already talked about like the getting sleep part. Like, I'm like, bro, I actually need to get 8 hours of sleep every night. Like, the way it actually impacts your body and like trying to prioritize my health. Um, I think the other thing too was like, wait, this is just a joke, but I was like, why is there so much plot? Like, in May, genuinely, there were so many plot lines that all intersected. And if this was a TV show, I would be like, this is too much. Like, I would tell the writers, like, slow down. This is too much for one character to handle. So that was that's just silly. I just wish that didn't happen. Like, I'm glad my life is interesting. I'm very privileged to have these opportunities. So I'm not trying to complain about that, but like, damn, I'm tired. Like, you can only handle so much at one time. Sorry, I'm just eating my breakfast. Um, but some other thoughts was like learning more about like friendships and relationships. And I think there was a lot of time during the like spring quarter where I think I felt this anxiety to, I don't know if the word is chase after people. That feels kind of violent and scary, but maybe like expect more and try to like expect more from people when I think I should have been mm, I don't want to say expecting less because that doesn't feel right either, but more just like kind of taking things as is. Maybe that's the right way to put it, like taking things as is and not trying to force things. Again, I'm not trying to say I'm forcing people to do things or that I force, like, I hope I don't do that, but it's more like I had a lot of anxiety and kind of like maybe like feelings of like unwantedness a lot like during May, like in my friendships. And I think that like really manifested, like my anxiety manifests a lot in like doing things like, okay, like what can I do? What can I do? Like, can I like keep going or keep messaging or whatever? But I kind of had to take things as is, right? It's like if this is not happening or if people are busy or if people aren't replying, I just need to like take it as it is and not like, I don't want to say not do anything about it, but basically like not do anything about it. Like, there's no action item here, right? This is just like information that you're getting. And I think I would have wanted to just like take it at face value as opposed to like um either overthinking it and like thinking it's personal or like trying to force something that just might not be able to happen. I am being kind of vague, but that's because it's like a bit more personal. But like, the reality is like I'm definitely learning a lot more about. I don't know if the word is letting go, but more like letting things just be as they are, and like kind of making peace with that. Um, so that's definitely something that I was like also keeping in mind. I mean, on another like on the flip side of that, I also think it's important, like I've talked about this, to like initiate and keep up with people. And especially like going to the summer, I definitely like I kind of forgot to let the idea that we're going to be on summer break like soak in. It was only like finals week I was like, "Oh damn, like seniors are graduating. I'm not going to see you guys for a few months." I was like, "Oh, that's a bit like I literally forgot to think about it." And then now that summer, I actually do have to think about it. But it's sad because I'm like, "Oh, I'll miss my college friends." And I'm really grateful that I have friends now that I can miss over the summer. Like that makes me, I mean, not happy. I'm not like, "Oh my god, like I'm going to miss them. I'm so happy." But more like I know last year like I had really craved like community and like social support and like like social support networks, and I feel like I did have that at the end of freshman year, but in a different way. And I feel like now I have like pretty strong friendships that um I can rely on, but also like friends I'm gonna miss, and that does make me feel like grateful that I have that. But I'm sad that they won't be there, and I'm going to try my best to keep up with people over the summer. And I think I was able to do that last year, okay? But that's something I want to keep doing, and like I don't know, I just think that's an important part of like friendships is like keeping up with one another. And I know everyone has different philosophies, but that's just what it's like for me. Like keeping in contact, keeping active, like staying involved in each other's lives, even if you're far away or like long distance or whatever. And I mean, obviously, like I understand, like it's not feasible necessarily to always talk or always call or everything, but just like, hey, like just letting you know, like I appreciate you, or this reminded me of you, or like, how are you doing? I feel like that is really meaningful to me, both to like show in friendships, but also like to receive in friendships. Um, so I will have my texting roster. That sounds so scary. Oh my god. I just mean like I usually try to like be really intentional about who I message and text and like keep up with people, especially if they're like very far away, like my sister, for example. But yeah, excited for keeping up with people. More about like summer, since I've been kind of talking about that. I kind of want to talk about like end of year thoughts, summer vision board. Summer is my element, okay? It is my birthday. It is the end of school. That's where all the fun stuff happens as like an extrovert and like my personality. Summer is like the season. Summer fits, summer drinks, summer fruits, like summer activities. I'm like, oh my god, I live for it. This is like my prime. Or I hope it's my prime. Sometimes it's not my prime. But honestly, last summer I was like, bruh. But this summer, trust, summer of 20 will be my prime, 2025. But my summer vision, I kind of mentioned my internship already, but I also just really want to do a bunch of like other things that I feel like would be fulfilling, because I've never had a 9 to 5 before, and this is basically a 9 to 5, and I'm honestly excited because no homework. Hello, like I even had homework last summer because of like I took a like community college class. So I'm finally gonna be like free of homework, basically. Like I'll still have work to do, but I feel like the scheduling, like the 9 to 5, like really helps with like routine. And I'm like, wow, after 5 I'm free. So, things I wanna do is like I wanna cook new dishes, take advantage of all the summer fruits, go to the farmer's market. Like I'm already so excited about that. I'm not excited about the Davis heat, but I feel like I can make it work. I also want to plan like a lot of events, like host things in my apartment. Like I want to do like a home cafe. Like I really want to like make matcha or like make fun drinks. I want to host like a brunch day or like game nights or movie nights or pool parties. Like I just have, oh my gosh, like the planner in me is like super hyped. I already have like a list of ideas. I also want to be like, this is so random, I want to be a DoorDasher because I want to make money, and it's like a good after hours job, and also I like driving, and also I can yap with friends in the car while door dashing. It's like I also need like a side gig, so I really want to be a door dasher. I also just want to like try new things if I have the time for it. I'm really excited about the internship though, because I feel like it'll be a really good learning opportunity, and I am really excited to like grow in that. I'm excited because I have some friends staying in Davis. Like I'll be in Davis all summer basically, but I'll also be visiting like home, and hopefully I'll see my sister and some of my friends. So I have a lot of exciting things, and I'm just like, I am very excited for summer. The only thing I'm not excited about is like the 100-degree weather in Davis. Yeah, that's not exciting. But we will persevere. We will persevere through that. I will say the end of the year, end of second year, like I was freaking out about it with a lot of my friends. I was like, there's no way like we are halfway done with college. That went so quick. And I'm like, there's no way the next 2 years will fly by that fast. Like that's not possible. I really hope not. The reality is like I have done a lot and grown a lot in the past year, so it's like the time went nowhere. But at the same time, like this was like the shortest 2 years of my life, I swear. Like I remember move-in day like so clearly. I remember freshman year so clearly. I remember the beginning. Like I remember fall quarter last year so clearly. Like literally from January to now felt so short. And maybe it's because I was like getting surgery too, so like I lived less. Okay, well, not lived less. I was just in college for less time. But it was like this year was so short. It just flew by, and I was like, oh my god. Like, will next year fly by? Will I be a senior before I know? Like, that's scary. That's scary. But at the same time, I'm like, 2027, hello, like, that's forever. But then it's also 2025. So, all that's scary. Also, growing up is scary. Like, I already feel old. Like, okay, not even. I'm not even 20. But turning 20 is, like, terrifying to me. And I know it's, like, not that serious, but, like, going from 1-9 to 2-0, and then also just, like, you're 20. Like, I'm 20. Like, I'm in my 20s. Like, I don't like that feeling. But also, like, I'm not a teenager. 20 forever. But, like, genuinely, it is a bit scary for me to turn 20. Like, I mean, I've accepted it because it's literally, like, in 3 days. 2 days, hello. So, like, I can't, like, escape it. But it is a little bit scary to be like, I'm 20. Oh, like, how old are you? I'm 20. Oh. Someone said, entering your third decade in life, and I was like, don't say that. Don't say that. Like, I just feel like my teenageness, my teenage girlness will like disappear, which is not true. I'll be 20. I don't know, it just feels a little too old, but also a little too young, if that makes sense. So I don't really like that liminal space. It also just means that I am getting older, which is just genuinely a bit scary. Like, I was talking to my friend, and she just graduated high school, and it made me think, like, thank God I'm not in high school anymore. Like, hearing about all the high school drama, and so I'm like, thank God I'm not in high school. But also, I'm old. Like, compared to, like, these high schoolers who are, like, 16, 17, applying for college, I'm like, again, thank God I'm out of there, but also, like, I'm, like, not even, like, not like I'm not relevant, just, like, I am out of this ecosystem. And I am no longer a teenager. Again, thank God. But also, like, it's just so different from what I'm used to, right? Like, even, like, freshman year, second year still feels, like, semi-high school adjacent, but now I'm getting to a part of my life where now it's college adjacent. Like, now the closest time in my life is not high school, it's college. Like, I am just as close to graduating college as I was to graduating high school. And I'm, like, definitely not ready to graduate college. Like, seeing my sister graduate college, I was like, dang, like, it's Jover. Like, okay, not it's Jover, but, like, my sister's out of here. Like, no more higher education, like, going to the workforce. Being a real adult, I was like, So, honestly, terrifying. Like, and I've already had to think about, like, post-grad because my parents asked me about it, and, like, I think about it, but for that to be a reality, no. No. And that's why college maxing, because, like, I'm not ready to leave college. This is such a random update, but yesterday I made an Instagram account called johannah.jpgs, and basically my idea for that was that I know, like, it's hella basic and a lot of people have digi accounts, but I recently revived my dad's digicam. Like, I was using it during orientation back in September 2024, but it broke, and then I just didn't have the time and energy to fix it for, like, 7 months or something. Like, a long time. And then finally, like, in May, I, like, ordered some stuff to fix it, and then I revived it, and I was like, let's literally go. Then I started digimaxing. I need to stop saying maxing. But I started, like, using my digicam again, and it honestly, like, felt so good to, like, get back into it. I know it's, like, hella basic, but I just really love taking photos, especially like digital camera photos are just like so fun. It's just like, I don't know, it brings me a lot of joy. I already love taking photos on my phone. That's why I have like 50,000 photos on my phone. Um, but I also just really like the art of like digital camera. And also just like the look of it is just very like, it's just very aesthetic, especially like with flash. Like I took photos at the Ivy Gala and I was like really proud of how they turned out. Like I feel like they looked really good. And I'm not going to say I'm an expert in photography by any means. I just really enjoy it. Like I love being like Instagram boyfriend, taking photos for people, or like just taking point fives, or just taking photos of things I find pretty. So I'm definitely not a professional, but like it's something that it's like a hobby, right? Something I really enjoy, even if I'm not like great at it. So I wanted to make like an Instagram account just for like my digicams photos, but also just I wanted a photo dump account. And at this point, I have like way too many Instagram accounts. I have like the Chalanting one, and I have like my main one, and I have like the JPEG one, and I'm also like in charge of like the Ivy one, and I'm like, bruh, I have so many Instagram accounts. Instagram maxing, but I think it'll be like a fun summer hobby. And again, like I'm trying not to take it too seriously. Like it doesn't have to be super intense or crazy. Just like, for fun. And I honestly love having like these sort of accounts because they are like a hobby for me in of itself. Like a lot of my hobbies are unfortunately digital, but they do bring me a lot of joy. Like kind of social media creation is like a really important creative hobby for me. Like it is how I express my creativity. Same with like music, my Spotify playlists. Um, I should have more in-person hobbies though. I feel like so I can stop looking at a screen. Like, um, do I even have in-person hobbies? Like, I mean, I guess reading. And I only read in the summer because that's the only time I have time. Or like doing art. I should probably get back into like drawing and stuff. Um, door dashing. I mean, that's more of a job. Going on walks, making my matcha. Okay, that's a in-person hobby. Making my fun drinks. Um, but yeah, I'm quite excited for Johanna JPEGs. Will just be a fun little photography journey. I do want to get better at photography, but again, not for professional or monetary means. It's honestly just so I can take photos of other people and for it to look good. And I have like learned a few things over time. But that's why I want to like keep growing in. I think one other thing I'm also I don't know if the word is excited for, but at least like looking forward to is like in my internship, like learning a lot more practical skills with like activism, organizing. Like that is like more of an in-person thing I wanted to build upon, which is why I want to do this internship. It's like how can I learn like in-person community building practical skills as opposed to kind of like a lot of things that I do more, which is online or in my classes or a lot more like local. Um, and I think like I've talked about this about like worried about how much I'm contributing or like my impact or like whether I'm doing enough. And the reality is like I think people should always feel compelled to act and to do, especially when it comes to like social justice and activism. Like most pressingly, like with like ICE, immigration, like Trump, like Palestine, like there's so many different things that are going on that I feel like are important for, people to like to take action. Like I feel like that should be always top of mind. Like how can I help? How can I take action? But it's also like equally as important to not downplay yourself because that can be a major obstacle where it's like, well, I can't do this, I can't do that, so I guess I just won't do anything. But more just like, what can you do? Find things that are accessible to you, especially if you have like access needs. Like for me, I'm thinking like, I really want to protest, but also it's like, I can't run, I can't really walk that far. My body is not super strong right now. I don't know if I can do that like physically. Like and if especially if things escalate, it might be over for me. Like I just don't know how I would be able to, be an effective protester or a sustainable one. So I was thinking a lot about like what are things that I can do. And the reality is like right now I am kind of in a state where I do feel a bit paralyzed, to be honest. Like I don't really know exactly what to do besides share things like online. But I am hoping like with this summer like fellowship, I have more skills to kind of do more things in person and like I have more means and resources and communities to connect with. And that's what I'm really hoping to do is like how can I help build that part and like use my skills for that, because the reality is like everyone has different skills. And like when it comes to activism, like there is like this chart where it's like everyone can play a different role, because obviously not everyone can do everything. Everyone has different skill sets and capacities. But yeah, that's also been something on my mind that I've been thinking about. And I hope that, as a organizer or activist, I can just like improve, or like not improve, but like build real skills, kind of work in with other people, get connected to that. Hopefully that just like build like gives me something more practical to work with. So when I do things, it's like with intention, with, meaning. And it's hard because I don't want to downplay what I've been doing either, because that kind of feeds into like the nihilistic, like, oh, nothing you do matters sort of thing. I do want to like acknowledge my efforts, other people's efforts. I don't think they're useless. And trying to keep that mindset of like everything you do matters. But also like, oh, how can we keep this going? How can we act effectively? What are ways that we can help effectively right now, especially when it comes to like urgency, emergency, like we need action right now, right? But yeah, just something that's been on my mind. Obviously with this podcast, like I kind of just keep it for whatever's on my mind. And I feel like that ranges from like the serious to the less serious. But I guess in my head, all of it connects anyway. Like, I guess that's why I even made this podcast, where it's like the sociological imagination, like things that we encounter in our lives that we think are not political or, not serious. I think they really are serious. Like a lot of things I was even talking about with relationships, with keeping up with people, with the whole oxytocin thing, like that all really matters, because that is also like politically, socially informed by our society. Like, why does society want us to be isolated? Why are we not taught how to keep up relationships? Why do we experience these broken relationships? Like, what factors are contributing to that? All of that for me is very connected. Same thing with like burnout and maximizing. Like, all those things are informed by the capitalist university system, by, this capitalistic kind of like, what's the word? Like, scarcity mindset. Sorry, my bad. Scarcity mindset, or just like feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you had to work to prove yourself. Like all those things are all connected. And a lot of the personal is very political, or I would say all the personal is very political. So I guess I'm just saying this is like, with this podcast, my intention is like, how are these things in my personal life? How do they affect the real world, and or the larger world, and how do things in the larger world affect me? Like everything connects. And especially when it comes to like activism or organizing or political issues or social issues, like that's always something that's like I'm going to be thinking about. So I want to connect things as much as I can, in this podcast, because also this is my podcast, so I can also do whatever I want. I don't want to be like, I have to use my platform. Like my platform is 50 people. Like that's nah. But like I'm just, being authentic to, what I'm thinking, and just sharing the thoughts that I have. So, okay, all that's to say, I should answer my Q&As because I have been neglecting them. I'm so sorry. So, we're gonna finally address these burning questions. So sorry. Oh my god. Okay, so question 1 is sorry, the whiplash is like killing me. What is your favorite show and movie? Bro, I actually have not watched TV in so long. I miss binge watching so bad. I think shows, like I watch a lot of shows. I feel like my comfort shows are like my childhood cartoons, like Miraculous Ladybug, for sure. I also really like these two animes, like Kaguya-sama and Komi-san Get Communicate. Love them so much. Movies. Oh my god. For some reason I can't. Okay, Spider-Man to Spider-Verse. Both movies are really good. I love Spider-Verse. Turning Red, like the Pixar animated film. Oh, like Crazy Rich Asians. I can always watch that movie like over and over again. Ooh, what are some other like movies I always rewatch? Those are all the ones I can think of right now. But there's definitely more. Definitely more. Those are the ones that are top of mind. Um, Next question. Both of them are about matcha. So I mean, on brand, chalanting. Do I have a go-to brand? So okay, I have been very, very blessed and very privileged to receive matcha from Japan, from my family. So obviously very different than getting America or American matcha or matcha in America. But I have like the Ipuru one, which was pretty good. Um, and also like my mom got like this matcha from Yame. I don't know what the brand is, but it's like really good. Um, I also was like, yeah, so I don't really have a good brand, but I definitely follow like a lot of matcha influencers and they have like hella brands, especially like ones that are based in North America. I think it's like, I mean, I'm sure you've heard of like Nami, like that one's like pretty popular, but it's also kind of pricey. There's also like Momi's matcha, I think. I don't remember the exact name, but then there's also like Emerald Spring, I think is one I see a lot. Um there are other ones. I know like the matcha influencers all like this one brand that I also cannot recall. This is like such a bad Q&A. I don't even remember all these things, but I will include it in the description. So, um most liked and disliked matcha trend you've seen. Oh my god. Okay. Most liked is the well, I don't know if it's a trend or just a drink, but the matcha with coconut water. Like initially I was very skeptical. I'm like that doesn't taste good. Oh my god. Sorry. I was like that doesn't taste good. But as you know, I'm coconut fiend. So I tried it and it was really good and I was like they're onto something. Um I also really like making the syrups. Like I've seen like so many like jasmine syrups, oolong syrups. So I was like, like that's good. Like caffeine maxing, yeah, like sign me up. Like, disliked. I mean, honestly, sometimes with matcha influencers, they just kind of piss me off because it just feels like very disconnected. Honestly, wait, this actually connects because I was seeing a lot of matcha influencers like talk about like the like ice raids in LA, and I really respect them for doing that because for me it's like you can make your silly little matcha drinks, but that's not what life is all about, and I'm glad that they have like the thinking for that. A lot of them are like, hey, if you can care about these silly matcha drinks, you can care about like actual people, and I'm like, speak. And one of them was like this and abolish ice with like their matcha with ice, and I'm like, yes, matcha influencers rise. Like, anyway, the point is like, yeah, so like matcha influencers who are just like, okay, white ones, what are you doing? Pick a different hobby. Okay, that's just my opinion. Like, log off. Choose a different niche. At least that's my opinion, okay? Also, like the fluffy matcha, I don't like foam. So I was like, I don't really like that. And then also like the ones where they like, I don't know. I just don't like matcha trends that are like wasteful or like annoying. I don't think there are that many of them, but those are my takes. Okay, more questions. Again, I feel so bad. I never answered these. Like people literally like intentionally dropped these questions, took their time out of their day to think of these, and I didn't even answer them. I'm so sorry. I know like y'all probably don't like care. Like you guys are probably not waiting like 2 months for me to answer this. But trust, answers will come now. Okay, what is the most conductive place and time for a yap session? This is such a good question. Okay, answer one. After 10 p.m., parked car, seats reclined, seatbelts off. Best yap sessions are parked car yap sessions. Like genuinely so good. Um Ooh, wait, what's another one? I feel like nighttime yap sessions like just go hard cuz like I feel like you are already like at the end of the day you're tired, but I feel like that's the best time to yap cuz like you're the most honest and also like the most real. Um ooh, I would say evening dinner yap sesh also goes hard. Like evening dinner yap sesh to boba yap sesh to car yap, yeah, like the progression, because that means you just have things to talk about and it just gets deeper and deeper. Yes, great question. But I do think like what makes a good yap sesh is one, food, two, there's tea or like things to talk about, three, you're in a like obviously private spot, I think for vibes, like obviously like if it's scary or like not yap vibes, then like it's not really gonna work. I think there needs to be like some sense of privacy, but also some sense of comfort, some safety, right? So you feel comfortable like opening up. Snacks always help with the yap. Snacks or drinks or water. Also, you need a place for bathroom break because long yaps will lead to bathroom breaks. Like this is just from a D1 yapper. This is what I've learned. Oh my god, wait, this one is so relevant. What does a sociological imagination mean to me? I kind of answered this previously, but yeah, for me, it means that like the personal is very political and the political is very personal. Like I deeply believe that like that's one of my values. So that's why I think like personal things are just as important as the political. Political things are just as important as personal. Like you can't have one without the other is how I think of it. So that's kind of what I see in the sociological imagination, where it's like personal troubles are public issues and public issues are personal troubles. That's why I love sociology, honestly. Okay, we have what do you do to wind down after a long day? Okay, I have a routine. After I think freshman year I did this a lot. Fan on, especially if it was hot. Aromatherapy on. I do lavender or peppermint or whatever essential oils I have. Music on, and then either I lie down on my bed or I like I don't know, go on my computer, go through Pinterest, do something like calming and mindless. Sometimes I like watch YouTube, eat a meal. Unfortunately, a lot of these things are digital. I wish I had more in-person hobbies, which is, I mean, I already talked about that. But usually all those things like help with the rewind, or like this sounds so dumb, like sorting through my photos for the day, like that's like relaxing, and I like listen to music. I have my aromatherapy on, I'm just like lounging on my bed. Um, Sometimes like journaling helps as well, like journaling or listening to podcasts, do my laundry. But yeah, I'm looking forward to those like slow evenings. Hopefully when like after my 9 to 5, I have my like 5 to 9 or whatever people call it. Okay, I have favorite emoji. Oh my god. Okay, I have quite a few favorites. So I kind of cycle through a lot of emojis, and like sometimes I like overuse a lot of them. Like there will be times in my life where I use it, like every day. Okay, main ones are that crying emoji. Like I use it every day. It's just like laughing, crying. I just like just crying in general. Like I think I use that one the most. I also use the like tongue out emoji. Like that's one that I started using more. I just think it's silly and goofy and it just brings like whimsy to life. I also really like the heart emoji where it's like the like happy with the 3 hearts. Like that's like a Johanna classic. I've been using that like for years. Ooh, what are like some others? Oh, the cat emoji with the heart eyes. That one I think is so like I just love it. Just adds so much joy to life. Like it just adds so much joy to me. I've also started using the laughing crying cat emoji. That one just also just like I think it's hilarious. Again brings whimsy to my life. I like the dying emoji, but not like the skull. It's like the one where they have like X eyes and it's like ah. That one I feel like encompasses like my true feelings. I also like the one that's like shaking because that one I feel like is also very like expressive. It's like yeah, you feel like discombobulated, shaken, you know, like let me check. Honestly, let me check what other emojis that I use like frequently. Like look at my like most used. Oh, I use the pink heart, like the one with it's like beating or like expand. I don't the pink heart that's like expanding. I like my hand hearts, you know, this one and like the this one. That one like I like the Apple added that. Very cute. Let's see. Oh, I like the like the kissy face one. That one's also like really adorable. I just use that. I don't know, vibes again. Let's see. I also like the like holding back tears crying one because it's like I just think it's like oh it's sweet like if it's like oh like thank you, you know. And then for like more like unserious text, like I like using the like hand covering mouth but it's like smiling, and then the like sad pensive faced emoji, or like the like disturbed one. I don't know how to exactly describe it, but it's the one where they're like mouth agape, eyebrows up. Like I just think that one's like hilarious to use too. Um and I'll just use a lot of them like ironically or like depending on the situation. But those are definitely like my most used ones. This is actually a great question because I feel like I have a lot of thoughts on the emojis that I use. Okay, next question is let's see. Favorite smiksi? This is a good one. Um, okay, smiksi's I don't have. I really, really, really want the one with the computer. Like, I've been trying to get that one for so long. I mean, okay, I don't try that hard because I don't have that much money. But it's like the one that's like just like doing their work. Oh my god, I love that one so much. I also really like, okay, this one, the secret smiksi, where they're like making the heart. Oh my gosh, like that's one. Like I also can't get that one. The favorite one that I have, oh my god, I love my hipper, like my smiksi hipper with a little phone. It's like so me. It's like I also really like my cheer one. It's like yay, and then I like the one that has like a little pointer because I have it by my TV in my apartment in Davis because like we used to do presentation nights there, and I'm like, oh, like he's just presenting his work, you know, he's just presenting his findings. So yeah, I really like, and I also like my this miski that holds my matcha whisk, or my matcha like bamboo scooper. Sorry, my bad. Like he's just helpful. He's just helping me out. Um, but I love all my miskis too. Like not like none of them go unloved. I promise. Um, okay, what advice would you give to people transitioning from college from high school? I might have touched on this before, but I would honestly say like don't make the same mistakes as me. Like, don't stack your classes. Prioritize finding a community. Don't change yourself for other people. Um, Everyone is scared to make friends, and it's not just you. And I think also like be nice to yourself and take things easy. Those are all things I did not do after coming from high school. I would say also like not keep your expectations low because that sounds really pessimistic, but um have like expectations, like that's totally valid and like natural to have, but also kind of like try to take things as they are. Not everything's gonna go perfectly also with me, so yeah, I feel like that helps because it's like the college and also like the college from high school transition is like a lot, you know, it's like it is a big change. um so take things as you can to make things easy for yourself. um Okay, do you meal prep? If so, what do you like to cook slash make? Yes, I love meal prepping. I've been slacking the past couple weeks though because of all the stuff going on. But I would say I love meal prepping. I was like doing it for most of like college beforehand, or like starting this year when I don't have a meal plan. My favorite meal prep meal is to make Japanese curry in the rice cooker. So easy. You just throw everything in and you press start, and then boom, you have Japanese curry. I also used to make a lot of batch like vegetables and chicken. Like I would roast or air fry chicken. I would roast or air fry vegetables, and then I would make like some sort of carb like rice or pasta or you know something, and then I would just like put it all together and then like boom meal. Um, I would also, let's see, what else would I make? I mean, sometimes pasta, but honestly, I don't like pasta like that much. Um, Japanese curry is my go-to. I also would make like new recipes too. Like I made like different types of chicken, like sanbeiji or like pesto chicken or like oh, I made a lot of oyakudon. Not like meal prep, but that's like one of the meals I really like. Or anything with udon. Um yeah, why am I like blanking on what I even make for food? I swear I make like the same stuff all the time. But yeah, meal prepping definitely helps me like keep myself fed. I make like meal plans for myself throughout the week so I like know what meals I'm eating. Oh, I like Trader Joe's food. Boom. Meal prep, dumplings, orange chicken, easy college meals, honestly. But yeah, that is all the questions that I received. Apologies for not answering them. I mean, I guess I don't need to apologize, but I just like, damn, like I was neglecting them for many months. But hopefully your burning questions were answered. Okay, that is all from me today for the Chilanting Pod. A lot more chill episode, but for me, I'd rather film an episode than not because literally after this weekend, I will be thrown back into the 9 to 5 busyness. So, you know, wanted to film something. I missed doing my podcast, and I'm hoping that this summer I can keep filming episodes when I have, you know, the time. Maybe just like after my internship, after the 9 to 5. I can film my thoughts and whatnot, like what I've been learning and, you know, whatever's on my mind. But thank you so much for tuning in to episode 9, I think. Oh my. Yeah, episode 9. Thank you, my Chalanters. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and the best sleep of your life.